So guys, here we are back in the paddock, and yeah, it's been raining in parts of the circuit and raining quite heavily for some of the drivers to switch to the wets. Absolute chaos on the track. So while there is still light, I decided to do a quick walkthrough of the paddock here in Le Mans itself. So very much similar to what we see in Formula One. You've got the motorhomes and the respective hospitalities all here. So here you've got the United Autosports motorhome, and going further up you have a lot of these guys on electric scooters, so you have to be a bit careful while walking around. And then you've got Alpine. Alpine is one of the biggest teams in the World Endurance Championship in WEC. So yeah, it's. And then you've got even the trucks. Oops, we have a follower here. He's got enough. That's the hospitality for Porsche. Then you got Oreca, and Ferdinand Habsburg is a part of that team. You got Alpine here with Otmar and Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. We'll actually be going into the garage in about an hour or so from now, so we still have some time on us. And here, further back, you've got Van Wall, Team Jota. You've got Antonio Felix da Costa there. So you have all these drivers coming in and out of the pit lane, in and out of the garages, meeting the fans, meeting other drivers, discussing about what's happening in the race. It's a very relaxed atmosphere here. Of course, there is a high stress environment. Of course, there are people who need to be focused on what's happening on track, get a good night's rest, or rather get good slumber, but other than that, once they're out of the track, they are able to recognize the passionate fans. And yeah, it's amazing. So the paddock here actually breaks off into another section. But yes, continuing on with our paddock tour, or rather the paddock walkthrough. Yeah, so this is the entire area. I can actually overhear Anthony Davidson talking on the PA system there. He's obviously one of the commentators, not racing anymore. He had such a glorious career in Le Mans. And this is the Porsche hospitality. So yeah, it's a very, very popular place to be in, this paddock. Stuff of legends, stuff of champions, and one can only dream about being in a place like this. We actually have Sebastian Buemi there. He's just finished his dinner, and I'm sure he must be going back to the back of that hospitality to get some rest before he needs to go back in again. So the maximum stint that a driver can do is a 4-hour stint in a 6-hour window. So that's quite a lot of racing, because this track is a very long track. It is by no means an easy track to race on. There's a fair bit of challenge for everyone to keep racing here. And it's also nice to see Yamaha racing right at the back there. from the Moto GP clan, of course. So yeah, this is actually, I think, the end of the paddock, and yeah, I'll just turn around from here and walk back. So this is the complete paddock that we have over here.
Est-ce que vous êtes au portique?
So guys, I'm actually on the inner side of the paddock right now, and this is the section where I was not sure if I would be allowed entry into or not, but I am. And it was nice to see Britta there, Britta Rosek, who was Sebastian Vettel's manager during his time in Formula One. A really trusted aide of Seb all those years. And the reason I've stopped here is this is Dempsey Proton Racing, for those of you who are not aware. Patrick Dempsey, the Hollywood actor, that's his team. And you have Michael Fassbender, or Magneto from X-Men, racing for that team. I will try and come back and get a selfie or a signature with Michael. But yeah, it's amazing to see these guys there. And yeah, as I'm walking through this inner section of the paddock, you can actually see we had the Toyota Gazoo Hypercar there, followed by the LMP2 cars, some GTE AMs as well, and this is the Peugeot garage. And yeah, it's quite interesting because all these garages are much bigger in size, or so they look. Probably I think the layout is a bit different compared to what we see in Formula 1, because in Formula 1 you only have 10 teams, but here you've got a lot more, and the kind of area that they need to work in is quite limited. So there has to be a space optimization for almost everyone. So this is the inner side of the paddock, and I'm absolutely loving covering this area because you're right there, you know, in the middle of the action and the activity, because while the drivers are out there on the circuit strutting their stuff, pushing like crazy, going flat out, the mechanics at the back are always working to ensure everything stays in check, everything is in order, and there's no untoward incident happening with anybody out there. So going further up, we have the Inter-Europol. You've got Jan Magnussen, you've got Jan Magnussen is Kevin Magnussen's father, and then you've got Corvette here, you've got Cadillac here, and Cadillac here. Moving further up, we have, oh, so Cadillac actually has 3 cars. You got Bamber, Lane, Westbrook in one, you got Bourdais, Scott Dixon, Alexander Sims, Jack Aitken. And then here you got the TF Sport. So these are all the garages, and I'm guessing, this is also the engineer center for, that is the engineer center for each and every team. Everything in close proximity to each other. And then finally we've got the Ferrari F Corsa here. We've got the Glenkin house, garage right there, and then you've got the Ferrari garage, or rather the entrance to the Ferrari garage. This is one crazy time to be in, Le Mans. Just taking in the sights and sounds of everything that is there on offer. It's one of the best places to be in. and yeah, finally we've got cool racing, and then Kessel at the end. Apologies for that yawn, but yeah, it's going to be a long day, a long night, and it'll be beautiful to see the paddock once it lights up, you know, through the night, and see how things look from there on. So yes, this was basically a quick walkthrough of the paddock. Apologies if I missed out on something, apologies if I made a mistake somewhere, but I'm just trying to cover as much as I can in the time that has been given to me. So yes, this is the tour of the paddock right now. And now we are back to the Ferrari hospitality, the motorhome. To rest up a bit and then get ready and prepped for the garage visit, which is going to happen in just over an hour's time. So guys, we are more than 6 hours into the race and more than a quarter of the race distance is done. Still going strong, feeling quite fresh. The legs have stiffened up a bit, but otherwise all good. And the time right now is about 10:30. So yeah, it's been quite an eventful time till now. The Ferraris have had a good battle with the Porsches and the Toyotas so far. Elbows out, full throttle, no holds barred, and the rain's also been playing havoc till now. So we've been having a lot of inclement weather up and down, wrecking things up big time. But as of now, we've got car number 51, Antonio Giovinazzi, He put in a really strong stint, and that's catapulted the 51 car to the lead of the race, and hopefully they should be able to stay there for quite some time. I'll be back with another update later.
We're not too sure exactly why any updates we get. We will bring you back. The other side is must be through the drivers line. Of course, now the fireworks display. 100 years of the greatest race in motorsport, and the drivers taking on this fantastic challenge with a great spectacle going on out there for all these fans.
Really?
Fast.
7 tours de retard sur le
So guys, here we are. We actually had gone down to Casa Ferrari, and we're walking back now to the motorhome. Unfortunately, there seems to be a problem with the car number 50, and they've been doing a lot of work on the front end. I'm not so sure if that car might be fit enough to come out in time, because most certainly it's falling behind in laps. So the time right now is I think, yeah, it's almost 2:30 right now, and yeah, it's been quite a marathon of a challenge to stay awake, stay alive, stay alert, watch for action on track while enjoying everything else that's happening off it. So yeah, been eating a few things along the way, small bites, big bites, and at the same time trying to cover as much as I can in this race. So yeah, I'll see you guys shortly. And now that we're going back onto the So onto the motorhome. Now that we're going back to the motorhome, let's see what exactly has happened with the number 50 car. So I'll speak to you guys very soon. So guys, we're back in the Ferrari motorhome, and we just came in from Casa Ferrari. We were sitting on the terrace and taking photographs of the cars as they went by into the final chicane. And yeah, it was quite an interesting time. The time right now is almost 2:45 in the morning. We're still going strong. Thanks to Rahul and the cappuccino that he served me. I'm fighting fit again and really awake. Kind of galvanized all my senses. But yes, I'm actually going to be wrapping up my Saturday vlog with this video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed whatever I've been able to show you guys with whatever I've had access to. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. The Sunday vlog is following immediately after, and I will be leaving the links to my social media handles in the description below. So if you want to connect with me on other channels, please feel free to do so. Okay guys, this is Kimi Yang signing off. Take care. I'll see you guys shortly. Ciao.